Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another update basically on my project pan, and this was a long overdue because I didn't do one last month. So basically like end of April, beginning of May. In case you were expecting one, I don't think any of you were, but in case you were, apologies for not being able to do that. I'll just quickly explain to you why I didn't do it, because I didn't feel like there were any exciting updates last month. Like, it would have just been like a very basic boring video of me taking you through everything, and I actually wanted to use the products more before and like give them a chance and like get some good use out of everything before I sat down and did an update. So I actually did not take out anything or add anything new. I just stayed with the same products for another month. So April and May, both the months, I used the same set of products, and I'm here to give you an update for both the months in terms of the tallies, and then we will talk about swapping out things. And it's going to be a very exciting update, which it should be, because it's like 2 months combined into one. But there are some really exciting things in this video, so stay tuned. If you don't usually watch these videos entirely, this one you probably should, because I'm going to sprinkle in the exciting updates in the middle. But I forgot to grab my laptop, which I should quickly do so that we can like share all the tally numbers. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I have my laptop here. Let's start with the face products first. So basically like our blushes, bronzers, contour, like that kind of stuff. So we have 3 blushes, and then we have the bronzer and the contour. So the contour from the Contour de Force face palette, which I have been using, I already told you I've hit pan and I've gotten some really good use. I don't know if you can see, the pan is basically becoming, like the product basically is becoming thinner and thinner. So I anticipate finishing up this entire thing by the end of the year for sure, which is why I'm still keeping it in. I'm not removing it out, because it would be amazing to go from like a full pan to a completely empty pan in the span of 1 year. So that's what we want to do with this one. And then the bronzer, I am waiting still to hit pan. I feel like there is a crater forming in this. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but I'm just hoping to someday just magically hit pan on this. I know it took a while even with the contour, so it's probably gonna happen sometime this year, hopefully. Let's see how we do with that. And then in terms of the 3 blushes that we have from Tarte, the one that I am planning on basically decluttering out of my collection is the shade Captivating. I'm going to tell you how many uses I have on this. So in April, I used this only 5 times, and then in May I was trying to get more use on it, so I did use it 8 times. But every time that I used it, I feel like I looked a little bit like a clown. I feel like the shade was too bold for me, and I can never just like apply a less amount of this. I've always wanted to keep this in my collection. I was like contemplating, should I declutter it, should I not declutter it, multiple times, because I have some sentimental memories attached to it, which is why I didn't want to declutter it for so long. But I think I might have to put this in my memories section. I do have like a memories section, like a memories drawer basically, so I might put this there. So even though I'm not decluttering it out of my collection and giving it to someone else, I'm not going to use this, like keep it a part of my makeup collection actively. So that's what we have decided to do with that. Then out of the remaining 2 blushes that we have, the shade Exposed, I feel like I didn't use as much. I used it 8 times, which is pretty good, but this 8 uses that I got was only in May. I didn't even touch it in April because I was focusing on the other blush, which we're going to talk about next. So this one I will probably be keeping in for June, but I wanted to let you know I've used it only 8 times in the past 2 months, which is not the best, but we will be working on it in the next month to come. And then our last blush is the most exciting one, because can you guys guess? I just want you to pause this video and leave a comment down below and guess what is the update on this one. I will quickly tell you, my goal was to use this 24 times, and I used it 12 times in April, 12 times in May. I didn't plan on doing half and half, but yes, in the past 2 months I did use it 24 times. And in those 24 times, I have, let's take a moment for it, you guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? We have a pan on this. I did not anticipate this even in the slightest. In fact, I was planning that next month's goal is going to be to hit pan on this, but then I already hit pan on it in the month of May. It happened, I want to say, after about 18 uses, like in total. So basically like 12 uses from April and then 6 to 7 uses in May, and then we hit pan on it. I wanted to complete my 24 uses, but then I was like, wow, we already hit pan on it. And I think this is something like, if we focus on in the next months, we can actually use it up. But honestly, I've fallen in love with this shade, so I'm not sure if I want to completely use it up, because then I will want to repurchase it. So yes, we will be taking it out of the project. I'm not going to keep it in next month, but we might put in later again to use it up completely. But I am so excited to hit pan on this. I truly, like, that's the best update from this entire video, is hitting pan on this blush. It is always so much fun to hit pan on a blush. I'm so excited about that. But yes, we are going to put it to the side and it's going to go back into my collection. It's not going to go into next month's like selection. In terms of eyeshadows, we are still we've still not hit pan on any of the, like, these are not eyeshadows I'm actively using. I'm only actively using these 3 shades, and my goal was to hit pan on at least one. It's not like we're not there yet, but there are significant dips in all the shades, so it could happen sometime in the months to come. It will definitely happen. I just don't know when and which month it's going to be. So yes, we are going to put it in for next month, just continue to work on this one. And then in terms of lipsticks, okay, so this is where things get fun, really interesting. So first, let's talk about like our good updates, like not the best but not the worst either, are Miss Claire Power Matte lip colors. I have the shade 08, which is the bright pink you guys see me wear a lot in my videos. It's this shade. And then the one I'm wearing currently on my lips is actually the number 02 Dusty Rose. So I'll tell you the tallies for both these. For the bright pink, which is number 8, I used it 10 times in April and then 9 times in May. So in total, in the past 2 months, I used it 19 times, and my goal was to use it 24 times. So we didn't reach our goal, but I will not be putting in, like, I'll not be putting this in next month, because I do want to give my other lipsticks more love. You had it for 2 months in, so yeah, we can give that a break as of now. And then the number 02, I just had to use it 10 more times, because I did use it 14 times in the past couple of like updates and the past couple of months, like before April. So I used it only twice in April, and then I did use it 8 times in May. So considering that, we did reach our goal on this one, which was exciting, and I have absolutely fallen in love with this shade. So it's definitely going to come back. I might attempt actually using this up completely. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you about the number 08. This has started becoming a little bit dry on me, so I might not officially put this in the project pack again, but I might try to use it a couple of times and try to use it up maybe. Let's see, because I think the end is near for this one. So that was very surprising. I think the last 1 or 2 times that I used it, it was like super dry, and I had to dip in multiple times to like get my full application. So yes, this one might be you know, getting over very soon, so that's exciting too. Moving on, next, what do we have? We have some May updates, and then I'll save the best for the last. So Wearified's Butter Blondie is the first Wearified lipstick that I put in my Shop My Stash Project Pan series for the year, and I didn't use it basically at all in April. I just used it once, and then I tried to cover up in May in terms of my usage. So I used it 8 times, so a total of 9 times, versus I was supposed to use it 24 times. So this one I'm gonna actually have to put in back for next month, so that our remaining 15 uses we can get on this. So yes, it's going to be in for next month, And then I also have the Nykaa Mona Lisa bullet lipstick, which I did use a couple of times. I was mixing it in with Butter Blondie and using it because I don't use this like on its own anymore, but this is how much I have left. Again, we can use this up this year. I think it's possible by mixing it in with other lipsticks and using it that way. The lipstick that I was using with this, which is Plum Matte in Heaven liquid lipstick in the shade Cocoa Mocha. Again, my goal was to use up this and also simultaneously use up this. So Cocoa Mocha is officially an empty, you guys. I knew it was happening. I knew it was happening sometime because I think this is the oldest Plum Matte in Heaven liquid lipstick that I have. Like, this is the first one that I bought. Then I bought a Truffle Tease. I completely used up that Truffle Tease. Then I bought Toast Wanted, which I've already finished up in this Shop My Stash Project Pan series. So this was like the oldest one. It just had to be done you know, sometime soon, and it is completely empty. I literally got this out of my like empties, makeup empties for the year wala dabba, just to show it to you. And yes, it is completely empty, so it's going to go back in there. And this is now like akela ho gaya ye bichara because ye mar chuka hai. So now I'm going to like try to pair this lipstick with other lipstick shades in my collection and try to use it up like that, and then ye dono ek sath swarg ja sakte hain. Yes. And last but not the least, we have a Maybelline Touch of Spice bullet lipstick. And are you ready? That's it. There is basically nothing left. I mean, there is product left, but I cannot apply this on my lips anymore because अगर मैं try करूँगी तो वो plastic जो इसका, I don't know, like the thing in which the bullet is like held onto basically, वो मेरे lips को ऐसे scratch करेगा. So I cannot like normally apply anything. Of course, if I really want to be stingy, which I'm not, I can take a lip brush, dip it into it and apply it that way. But मुझे वो करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. मैं already इसको इतना use कर चुकी हूँ, and I wanted to get it out of my collection and use it up. So I'm gonna like officially consider this one as an empty. So yes, we have 2 empties in this project, and we also have the blush, which I have hit pan on, this one right here. So we have 3 exciting like very exciting, absolutely mind-blowing updates from the past 2 months. And next what we're going to focus on is our June like selection basically. So what is going to go into June with me? So I told you that Mona Lisa is going in, Butter Blondie is going in, Exposed is going to you know, continue to be. And my goal for Exposed, I believe I mentioned that earlier, but my goal is to hit pan on this one. I want my Tarte Charmed blush, the one that I hit pan on. I feel like I didn't mention the name of the blush earlier. The shade that I hit pan on is the shade Charmed. So I want this shade to have company. So our goal is to hit pan on Exposed. That is I don't know if it's going to happen in June or maybe even July. We will see, but that's my goal for this one. And of course we're going to continue to you know, try to hit pan on the eyeshadows as well as the bronzer. And we will continue to work on the contour too, so that we can finish that one up. By the way, I didn't mention this earlier, but I'm actually filming the evening today for a change after work. So in case you're wondering ki why are her thoughts so fuzzy और ये बोल क्या रही है, it's because मैं सुबह 5 बजे ही उठी हुई हूँ. So please excuse me for that. But yes, now we're going to discuss the new lip products I'm going to add in to my basically Shop My Stash selection, collection, whatever you want to call it, for the next couple of months. So since we had 2 lipsticks going out, समझने वाली बात है कि I have to add in new lipsticks. For my goal for all of these is going to be to use them 24 times minimum. So I'm just going to tell you what the shades are. The other Nykaa Ultra Matte Bullet Lipstick that I have in my collection, which is in the shade Diana. This is a beautiful pink. So since हम 2 pink lipsticks को निकाल रहे हैं, it was just, मतलब I had to add in another pink. Of course I had to. So yes, this is what we're gonna add in next. Then I also have a nude lipstick. This is the shade Nykaa All Day Matte Work Babe. I have featured Soul Sister much more on my channel, which is also from the same range. So Work Bay is like a newer shade, and I do feel like it washes me out a little bit, so I think it's going to be a good pairing along with the Mona Lisa. So that's the main reason I want to add this in. I'm not sure if I'm going to declutter it. Like, if it doesn't work, I might have to, because again the shade is a little bit light, but if I can make it work, then I do want to pair it with Mona Lisa. Isi bahane I'll be able to use this shade a little bit, and I'll be able to use up this lipstick. So yes, that is our plan. And then the last lipstick that I want to add in is K Beauty's liquid lipstick in the shade Embrace. Now this is one that I feel like, out of a lot of the lipstick that I have in my collection, this is like the least used one. So I just want to like figure out what looks I can create with it, what makeup I can pair along with it, what outfits I can pair along with this lipstick. Because usually the way I get ready every single morning is I think, okay, this is my top, for example, so what blush is going to look good, what eyeshadows are going to look good, what lipstick is going to look good along with this. So I do want to figure out what outfits I can pair along with this lipstick. So yes, I just want to get some just want to experience this lipstick अच्छे से and use it. So yes, that's why I'm adding in this. And yeah, that is it. This time I actually have a little lesser products, like it's not even 10, it's just 9 things, I believe. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, yes, just 9 products. So it's lesser than usual, but I don't want to just bombard myself with too much stuff. I would rather have less things and focus on those less things and get the use out of them, and then roll them out in the next month. Like, that would be more satisfying to me than adding a bunch of stuff and then not being able to get good use in everything. So yes, that's our selection for the month of June. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I really wanted to sit and film this today because surprisingly, because of summer, ye time pe, like, it's 6:15 right now and there is still pretty good lighting. So that's why I wanted to sit down and film this today, and I hope that the lighting was good. I hope I was not too like jittery or like seeming too tired and like all my words are jumbled up. So I hope you don't mind that, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And yes, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and until next time, bye bye.